Hey everyone. So today I'm going to share some tips about rinseless washing. I know there's a lot of questions on rinseless washing. I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing rinseless washing, I think since about 2012. And so I have a lot of experience with it. I've adapted my process over time, right? This is not a product recommendation video. I've always used O&R. They're kind of the OG in this space. I've always been happy with them. I've used, a lot of their different versions that they've come out with. But again, if you have a rinseless wash that you're happy with, or you want to try something other than O&R, go for it. I think they all perform pretty well. I think they all do what they're supposed to do, right? So my first tip, right, for rinseless washing is keep this mixture clean as long as you can, right? Don't introduce any dirty, rags or anything like that for the first few minutes, right? Because we're going to do a few things first and we want to keep this solution clean, right? So everybody knows, right, you're supposed to pre-spray the car, right? I've already done that on mine, right? I went around with my pre-sprayer. I sprayed it. Right now, my bottle for my pre-sprayer is empty, right? So the first thing that I'm going to do while this solution is still clean is I'm going to refill my bottle, right? I'm going to refill my bottle so that I have it for later on when I do the wheels, right? And the next time I wash the car, right? So that's done, right? Now the second tip that I would give you, right, is this actually makes a really good interior cleaner, right? This is great for fingerprints, dust, any areas that get touched really often, right, where you don't want that dirt to accumulate. We've all seen like those horror, detail videos where you've got just caked on, junk, right? Like body oils and skin cells and all kinds of nasty stuff on the steering wheel and places like that, that once that stuff builds up, it's a real pain to get off without damaging the materials underneath it, right? So we want to keep those materials from ever getting really dirty, right? So what I recommend is get yourself, just whatever microfiber towel you like to use, right? Get it wet with the O&R or whatever rinseless wash you're using, right? Squeeze it out so it's just slightly damp, right? Take it into your interior, guys. Wipe the steering wheel, wipe the dash, wipe the center console, wipe the armrests, right? Wipe those areas, that get touched really often. You can wipe down your seats. You can wipe down your screens. This stuff is safe for all that stuff, right? It's not a deep cleaner. Okay, it is to remove, just light dirt, dust, and oil to keep those surfaces from ever getting really, really dirty. Okay, so once you're done with that, you can take another dry microfiber, wipe everything down. Again, you're not going to leave any streaks. You're not going to leave anything behind. It's just a very light cleaning for your interior to keep it, from ever getting really, really dirty. Loud truck going by. So now we've still got clean water in here. This rag is a little dirty, from the interior, so I'm just gonna put it aside. I've got a clean bucket lid here. I know once it touches the bucket lid, I'm not using it again, okay? So now we're gonna move on to the rest of the car. So like I said, I've already pre-sprayed here. You can see the nice beading from my Meguiar's M88 coating. And we're gonna proceed with our contact wash. So you don't need to see me do that, right? I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera. But when we come back, right, I'm gonna talk about how I do the wheels with a rinseless wash, okay? So the wheels are gonna be the dirtiest part of the car, right? We wanna do those last, right? And I'll show you a few tricks on how to do a rinseless wash on dirty wheels. All right, I changed my mind. I figured I'd give you guys a few shots of me actually washing the car, washing the paint, right? So I like to use these chenille wash pads, right? So these are real soft. They pick up a lot of dirt, and I find that they rinse out really easily in the rinseless wash. So I've tried some of the sponges. The sponges are fine, right? The sponges are fine, except on areas like this, right? So if your car has any of this gloss black trim, you know how soft this stuff is, right? This stuff scratches way too easily. You can coat it, you can PPF it to help, right? But you want to be real gentle with stuff like this, right? So I've got my wash pad here that I've soaked with O&R, right? Before I wipe this area, I'm gonna give it another pre-spray, right? I want as much of that, whatever's on there, right, rinsing down off of it, right? And then I'm gonna take my wash pad, and that's all I'm doing. I just go straight down, right? That's enough to get everything off, okay? So now we're here in this area. We can do the windows, right? We can do our mirrors. I'm always washing from top down, right? I wanna save the bottom of the car for last. It's gonna be the dirtiest area, right? Remember, we're trying to keep our wash water as clean as possible for as long as we can. All right, come around. I already did the roof, right? But I'm gonna do kind of this top third, right? When I get to this other side, I'm gonna flip it over, right? So I've got a fresh, clean side. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing here, right? I'm gonna pre-spray this area, and I'm gonna do one swipe down. That's always when I move to a fresh side of my wash pad, that this is always the area that I touch first, and I never touch it again. Okay, so we finished up with our paint. Now we're gonna do our wheels, right? So the wheels is always the last part of the exterior that I do, right? They're gonna be the dirtiest, right? You're gonna have brake dust, you're gonna have lots of things that you don't want on your paint, right? So I like to do this last, all right? So to start off right here, I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I got. This is a microfiber mitt, right? Like, this is not necessarily a car cleaning tool. Like, this is like a house cleaning tool, right? You can find these on Amazon. They're a few bucks. They're really cheap. You know, they're not gonna last you forever, but you know, you just throw them away when you're done, right? When they start to get, you know, like just too dirty and stuff, just toss them, buy more. They're super cheap. These are great if you've got really intricate wheels, areas that you wanna get behind like mine, right? So the first thing, I'm gonna grab my pre-sprayer. This is my pre-sprayer. It's not a foamer, it's just a sprayer, right? I'm gonna hit the wheel one more time. My wheels are coated. I don't know if you can see the beading on there, right? But that makes these wheels really easy to clean with something like this or something like this, right? So this is another chenille wash pad. This one does not have any foam in the middle, right? If you can find these are great for wheels because it's super pliable, right? So with wheels, you want to be able to get into all these details, right? All these crevices, right? So I'm here, right? Give the wheel a quick clean. So for rinseless washing, I am just cleaning the face of the wheel, all right? Just the face. I'm not worried about the barrels. I do the barrels when I do a foam wash, right? When I get out my foamer, right? And when I do like a traditional like foaming wash, right? That's when I'll get inside the wheel barrels and clean those. So now that I've used this, right? These, again, I only use these to clean the wheels, right? Gray for me means wheels. So just to clean my tire, again, I'm not trying to do some super deep cleaning, right? But I'm going around the edge of the tire just one time, and you can see, you know, what it picked up, right? Now, this is not going back in my bucket, guys. Again, I want to keep my O&R solution as clean as I possibly can. So I'm done with this, right? I'm going to set it aside. I've got 4 of those that I use for one for each wheel. I'll wash them after every one, right? Now I'm just going to take my little microfiber mitt here, my glove, right? I'm going to dunk it in the O&R. Boom. And I'm just going to get in here behind all these spokes, right? Get in there as best I can, right? All these little grooves everywhere, you know. I hit the caliper a little bit, you know, just to shine it up, right? That's it, all right? Now, I consider that wheel clean, okay? Now what we're gonna do, I have another video on this, okay? All right, we're back. So this is what I use to dry the car, right? So with the rinseless wash, right? With that, you know, the car's not super wet, right? And it's going to act as its own drying aid. You don't need a separate drying aid when you're using rinseless wash. But with stuff like the wheels, you know, there's a lot of water sitting there, and so I want to get as much of it off as I can. The rest of the car, I'm just going to dry with a towel. So I'm going to take my little blower here, turn it on. So that took just a few seconds. All right, so now I'm going to take you in here, right, and we're going to see just how clean we were able to get this wheel using a rinseless wash, right? So I've got a little towel here. It's one of these bright green ones, right? And so we're just going to do a quick little dry, right? You know, you might still pick up a little bit of dirt from the tire, right? We didn't do a real deep cleaning on the tire, but the wheel itself is coming out pretty clean. Like I said, these are coated, so it makes washing them with rinseless and drying them super simple. So guys, that is it. That is all the tips that I had planned for today. I'm still not done, right? I've got to go and dry the car and everything, but everything else from here is pretty straightforward. If you have any questions about rinseless wash, please feel free to ask me in the comments. You know, this is my process. This is how I like to do it. You know, it's not meant to do a deep cleaning. Use common sense when you rinseless wash, right? If you took your truck mudding or off-roading and it's caked in dirt, rinseless wash isn't what you want to use for that, right? Take it, you know, get out the power washer, blast that stuff off, use the foam, get as much lubrication on the car as you can, right? But for just light dirt and dust driving around, you know, maybe it rained a little bit on you and you've got, you know, some stuff you want to clean off, rinseless wash is perfect for that, guys. It's super fast. I have gotten to where I can do this whole process, including wiping down the interior, in 20 minutes. Now, look, I know I've got a little car, you know, but even if you've got a big car, a truck, an SUV, like you can do that in, you know, 30 minutes, maybe 40, right? You don't have to get out any equipment. You don't have to get out the pressure washer or anything like that. So I really like rinseless washing. I've done it for years. I've never found that, you know, that it really introduces any kind of marring or scratching if you do it safely, if you do it smart, right? That's really the key to washing, to any wash method, right? Be smart about it, right? Think about what it is that you're doing. Think about, you know, how much dirt is on the surface and how to safely remove it, right? Like if it wouldn't feel good dragging all that dirt and stuff across your skin, it's not going to be good for your paint, right? Your paint is like a skin, right? And you want to take care of that skin. So that's all my thoughts for today. I hope this video was useful. I hope you found some of these tips really helpful. Enjoy the wash process, guys. If it's not fun, you're not going to want to do it. So make it fun. Have a great day.